Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. And today I would very much like to continue on with the wonderful viewer questions that you so very kindly submitted to this channel a few months back. And this brings us to a question from Thomas Parker. So hello, Thomas Parker. Thank you so much for stopping by. I very much appreciate it. And your question is, what do you consider to be some of the greatest opening sequences, ending sequences? So what do you consider to be some of the greatest opening sequences, and what do you consider to be some of the greatest ending sequences? Very good question, or set of questions here. Now, I won't be specific. I don't want to spoil anything when it comes to, in particular, the ending sequences component of your question. So I'll just be as very maybe vague as possible, or just mention the titles as examples. But and the same goes for opening sequences as well. But I can think maybe off the top of my head, and as I say, after this video is over, I might recall some titles that I didn't mention here, and I think, oh my goodness, I really should have mentioned that, or I mentioned this. So please pardon me if you consider my response to be incomplete or not satisfactory. I really apologize, but just titles that come to my mind as I'm sitting here in this particular moment in time. To answer the first part of your question, openings, I can say, for example, maybe, let's see, there's the film by, it's a horror film from the filmmaker whose name is Dario Argento, and it is called Suspiria, and that has a very remarkable opening sequence. Wow, it's amazing. It's horrifying. It's this true spectacle. That's an example. Another example maybe would be in a similar vein of a type of jolt of electricity that is magnified to the nth degree, is a film from Japan from the filmmaker Takashi Miike, and the film is called Dead or Alive. That opening sequence is out of this world. It is out of this world. So maybe I could mention those two titles as examples for the first part of your question. And then for the second part of your question, ending sequences, let me speak to titles that maybe have already established a certain sense of longevity, and they are known for many things. But again, I'll try to be as brief as possible here. But I could mention, for example, the work from the filmmaker whose name is Stanley Kubrick, and the name of the film is 2001: A Space Odyssey. And so there's this. Well, I'll leave it at that in terms of one example as to how I would answer the second part of your question. Another way I could answer the second part of your question is with the film. It's from the filmmaker Charles Chaplin, and it is one of the great examples, not just of silent film cinema, but of cinema. It is one of the greatest examples of cinema, and we are so fortunate that it's still available for us to watch and enjoy and appreciate to this very day, and it's so powerful, and it's warm and touching and funny, and romantic and sweet, and it's also so profound and so powerful, right to the very end. And it's called City Lights. So maybe City Lights and 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's probably how I would answer, at least for now, the second part of your question. And then also I provided some examples for the first part of your question. And it's a great question, by the way. So Thomas Parker, thank you very much for this. And now let me ask you, what would be some ways in which you would answer these questions? I'd be very curious. I try to be very careful here. I don't want to give too much away in terms of spoilers and things of that sort, but so I want it to be as vague as possible. And so perhaps if you want to answer the questions yes, please let us know. You can give us the titles or things of that nature, and that would be very, very good indeed. So I very much look forward to that. So, Thomas Parker, thank you so much for the question, and for all of you, my dear friends, thank you so much for stopping by. And until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great, great movies. Thank you so much, as always, for your time. Truly, truly, truly. Truly, I very much appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much for your very valuable time. And stay strong, stay safe, and cheers.